Today while driving back from my work, I happened to see a crazy guy. I'm sure it's a guy who's just driving like literally crazily. I don't know whether he was in hurry or not hurry, but he was just driving like, I'm sure he was speeding for sure, some places at least. And like, from the first track to the sixth track to the sixth track to the third track, just like haywire crazy. Of course, I was on my first track. I did honk at him twice because he was just like trying to enter into the wrong way, like, without indicators and that stuff. Now, basically, while doing this, I just realized something. Though I was not competing with them or there was no speeding happening with us because I was on my own track, she was just looking at him. I just realized, no matter how the situation is, you do not need to lose your focus. No one can stop you, or no one can interrupt you until and unless you want to do that. The point is, you need to take control of your thing. It's my road, I have to go a particular way, so I need to focus on that and not focus on the other person. And the second thing that I realized was, the road looked exactly like our life. We just expect that everything will be smooth and everything will be fine and everything. But then you realize there are a lot of other people on the road. There are a lot of hurdles, exactly like a life. Life does not happen just like that. On the road while driving, it's the speed, the kind of roads that you're driving, people walking. There are other people who are driving who are crazy, who are not like you. Maybe you don't think that way, but they are crazier. There are speed breakers which give you that pause for some time, maybe because you need to slow down at some point of time. Life is just like that. There are a lot of hurdles, happiness. There are a lot of emotions that are a part of life, So basically, while I was driving, this was the thought that just popped up in my brains. Not from nowhere. I can't say from nowhere, because the guy who was driving made me think about it, actually, to be honest. Because since he was driving very crazily and rashly, and I was on my own track, I was just realizing all these things suddenly. And yeah, I thought I should make a topic of content on this. But this is the real life thing, because we always think everything is difficult, and but then I think that's how it is.